Hello everybody, welcome to Advanced Art. So this video is for our year 2, our year 3, and our year 4 students. It's also for drawing and painting and art metals and jewelry and sculpture and pottery and anybody else who's a year 2, 3, or 4 student. So it's a pretty general video. I'm going to kind of talk about a couple things here and then I will shut this down and I'll do another video on Schoology just a little bit so you understand how things are laid out. And then you can kind of ask me any questions. Probably for the most part, this is how year 2, 3, and 4 is probably going to be taught. Because I can take a lot more time to go over something with you like our projects or like this video than I could normally. Because I have the group that's in there are year 1 students. And you were in there before, and you know how nervous you might have been, not sure what was kind of going on or anything. So I spend a lot of time with year 1s. As year 2 students, I honestly don't worry about you that much because you got an A- in that year 1 class. And usually students who get an A- or better really do have the skills necessary to not only make really good artwork, but also to work, somewhat independently. Hopefully you have 1 or 2 students, and friends, in your class. So you guys can kind of bounce ideas off and try to understand something. Now, obviously I will still always be there if you need something, okay? And I will really make it a point to always come in after I kind of get them going and just see how you're doing. And make sure that if you have any questions, then this is your time to ask, okay? So when you come in, I'm probably gonna have you, probably gonna say, hey, jump on Schoology, go to whatever I'm gonna ask you, to watch this video, so you kind of understand what's kind of going on. Once this is done, you're going to be going on to a worksheet that is gonna look something like this. And this is how everything is laid out. Now this is drawing 1. And yours would say, painting 3 or drawing 2 or sculpture 4 or whatever, but it's going to be in this format. And so everything that you need is going to be on this sheet. So and it's always going to be, the top 1, 2, or 3 things that are in Schoology. So it should be pretty easy for you to find. And I'm going to be going over that here either in a little bit or I'm going to go over that right now and I come back to it. I want to be able to explain how Schoology is laid out. It's very similar to what we did last year, with a few changes. So first off, again, this is for any class. So I'm drawing 2, but it could be sculpture 2 or art metals and jewelry 2 or whatever. First, you log in. You're going to see this link that you're watching right now. And then I'm going to be kind of explaining what's the general layout. So there's always this extra credit opportunity that I started last year, in which that you can upload artwork that you've done in the past, you've never done for a project for a grade, for me in terms of actually putting up on Artsonia, and you get 1 point per upload that you put on, and there's a video that explains it, per piece, and you get. I can't remember if it was 10 or 20 per quarter. You'll have to kind of watch that again to be able to get that. But that is a good way to almost ensure that you can get like an A- or better in this class, because typically, again, if you are at this level, you do have a lot of talent. But sometimes we miss the mark. So it's nice to have this extra credit to take that 85, and boost it because you uploaded 5 pieces to a 90%. Kind of thing, and just kind of take it from there. Classroom expectations, rules, and routines. You can kind of look at that just as a refresher. Next one is past projects and stuff. I don't know if that will be visible from your end of it because I don't publish that. What it is I'll open it up right now, is it does have all of your projects on here. So as I need them, I pull them out. So they'll be in here and it will say, value drawing project, or it'll say complex necklace, or 3D mosaic. And then that folder is the one that has your project, that has that sheet on there that always explains everything in the step-by-step, and it has the assignment link, which also links to that part. And also remember, we are doing the choice and competition project, and you'll watch the video on that one. This one you can do anytime. You can start this one today. I need one done one quarter and another one done another quarter, kind of thing. So you can kind of dig up. So that one will always be there in case you kind of want to be able to work on it as you kind of figure things out. Just kind of digging in. So if I was to open this one up and say you were in drawing 2, you click on here. It's always the link that has that direction calendar page. So this pops up. It always has a step 1, step 2. It has this due date on here, which is a recommended schedule. The last one is the one that really does count, but you still have that week grace period to get it done. There's always a click here for you to kind of watch the videos or an activity. Very little is linked to actually Schoology anymore. So I pulled a lot of that stuff out. So if we were, a lot of times I would say, give me your ideas and post them on a discussion board. But now you can either email it directly. I might have a Google slide you can put information on, or a lot of times, it's nice having that conversation with you face to face. So once you get your ideas, just come get me, and so I can kind of chat with you about it and see what you're thinking about. Okay. Going back, this is the assignment. So when you go into grades and you click on that, this is what you're gonna see from now on. I don't have a lot of writing on here like I used to. It's just follow step-by-step directions on the attached project directions and calendar document, which is the same thing. So everything is a lot more streamlined because I've learned a lot through this process, and yeah, so I hope you understand it. But if you don't, again, just kind of ask me any questions and we can see where we're at. Thanks. The big thing right now is that you need to check out your toolbox. Okay, your toolbox is going to be in here. If you are, this is not completed yet. So it's one of the things I want to do for a couple years. So you should never have to go in where the year ones are at to grab your stuff. I've wanted for a long time to make your own little cubby area. It's not little. So you don't have to go back into that room and grab stuff because it's probably kind of weird for you sometimes. Okay. So in here you're going to find toolboxes. And if you're in drawing, you would have something that looks like this. And if you were in painting, you're going to try to find a cubby that has this. And if you remember art, metals, and jewelry, those have their own those cubbies that are in the lockers that are over there. And same thing with sculpture. Sculpture 2 students, you're not really going to have one of these kind of cubbies. You never did. You always had one of the larger cubbies that we could always kind of throw a mosaic in. So you'll have that, and you'll also have a cubby over there as well. So hopefully you can find your stuff and you watch that video so you can get all those tools checked out. That's a big thing that I'm hoping you can get done your first day, is you can get that work done. So other than that, again, congratulations. Not too many people make it to this, to this level, especially if you're a year 3 or 4 student. And if you are a year 4 student, you have a very different set of projects that I want to kind of talk to you a little bit more about. And remember, as a year 4 students, you also get your name engraved on your plaque that is going to be in the entryway in the other room. So congratulations. So other than that, I will talk to you later, and let me know if you have any questions.